What if this Christmas, the most powerful protest in America, didn't involve a single sign or a single march? And what if it was completely silent? This is an idea to withhold our money from the economy this holiday season. The goal? To send a crippling message to the elite that the working class will no longer pay for our own oppression. You got that? This is how a Christmas shopping boycott could be the last and best hope to save democracy. Follow me on this. You're going to like where this is going. We're talking about a coordinated, nationwide consumer boycott during the most profitable time of year. The idea is really simple. For the entire 2025 holiday season, millions of Americans could agree to withhold their collective spending from the holiday shopping season. Just think, no chaotic Black Friday shopping, no last-minute Amazon deliveries. Instead, that economic power, which is projected to be well over $1 trillion, is held back. It's not about canceling Christmas. I love Christmas. I don't want to see it go away. This is about reclaiming the Christmas spirit from hyper-consumerism, and more importantly, using our collective economic power as a tool for real political change. This isn't just a fantasy. It's not a fantasy. We've already seen calls online for economic blackouts, where people organize to pause all spending for 24 hours. Think of those as a dress rehearsal. A great Christmas shopping boycott of 2025 could be the main event. It would be a declaration that if the political system won't listen to our votes, maybe it'll listen to our wallets. The why, establishing the stakes. So why would it come to this? For decades, there's been a growing feeling that the system is rigged. The American working and middle class feel squeezed from all sides. We hear headlines about a strong economy, but that doesn't match our daily lives. Wages have barely moved in years, while the cost of everything, housing, healthcare, education, has exploded. We're told that the system is fair. Bullshit. But many of us are working multiple jobs and still can't get ahead. And at the same time, corporate profits are soaring. What the hell? And where do all those profits go, you ask? A huge chunk is funneled directly into our political system. In 2023 alone, corporations spent a record $4.3 billion on lobbying to influence lawmakers. What the hell, man? They lobby for deregulation that makes them richer. But our environment, no bueno, no. They lobby for tax laws that benefit the shareholders, not the workers. They lobby to keep labor laws weak, making it harder for people to organize for better pay. It's a vicious cycle. We spend our money at these corporations. Then they use our money to lobby the government for policies that keep our wages low and our costs high. Bastards. We are literally funding a system that is actively working against our own interests. Our democracy was supposed to be for the people, but it feels like now it's for the highest bidder. A Christmas shopping boycott is born from one powerful realization. We can choose to stop funding that machine. Yes, we can. You're damn right we can. Plan the Christmas shopping boycott. This is where the idea for a great Christmas shopping boycott of 2025 comes in. It would be an act of mass economic disobedience with a clear set of demands that reflect widespread frustration. The goals aren't radical. They're the foundation of a healthy society, affordable healthcare and education, a living wage, and clean air and water. It's a demand for corporate accountability and a call to get big money out of politics. The mechanics would be simple. Participants would stop all non-essential spending at major corporate retailers for the entire holiday season. Instead of feeding giants like Amazon, Walmart, and Target, the idea encourages people to support small, local businesses if they have to spend at all. But the most powerful act is just not to spend. Give the gift of time, of community, of presence. Presence, not presents, instead of some cheap-ass mass-produced product from China. This reframes the holiday away from a season of mandatory buying and back towards what really matters. It's not an attack on the spirit of Christmas. It's an attempt to save it from corporate greed. It's a collective decision to say our well-being is more important than a company's fourth quarter earnings report. The message is simple. You will not profit from our struggle any longer. It's over. Building credibility. Does this actually work? I know what some of you are thinking. Christmas shopping boycott? That sounds impossible. Will it even make a difference? Well, that's a fair question. The scale is massive, and it would require a level of coordination that we rarely see. But let's be clear, economic boycotts have been a powerful tool for change throughout history. We saw it during the American Revolution with colonists boycotting British goods. We saw it in the Montgomery bus boycott, which began in 1955. 381 days, the Black community's unified refusal to ride segregated buses crippled the bus company, which lost 30,000 to 40,000 fares a day. It proved that collective economic action could force real political change. And we saw it again with the global anti-apartheid movement, where consumer boycotts helped bring down a racist regime. Hot damn! And we're seeing the logic of it even now. Boycotts targeting specific brands have already had a measurable impact on sales and stock prices. Imagine that on a massive scale. Total U.S. holiday retail sales are projected to be around $1.6 trillion. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that we spend on Christmas. That is absolutely insane. My gosh, withdrawing even a fraction of that wouldn't just be a tremor. It would be an earthquake. Yeah, it sends a signal of financial risk that executives and shareholders can't just simply ignore. In fact, studies have shown that the mere announcement of a consumer boycott can lead to a significant drop in their stock price. This isn't about bringing companies down. It's kind of not. It's about getting their attention and force them to listen to the people that they rely on for their profits. The vision, how it saves democracy. So how does not buying a TV or the latest gadget save democracy? The connection is direct. First, it shifts the battlefield. For too long, we have been fighting for a fairer society in a political arena where the wealthy and the well-connected have an overwhelming advantage. A corporation can spend millions on lobbyists. The average citizen just has our vote. This idea moves the fight into an economic arena where our power is magnified. Together, the working and middle class has trillions of dollars in purchasing power. That is leverage that no politician or CEO can ignore. Second, it sends a message that can't be spun. A protest can be dismantled as fringe, but a catastrophic drop in holiday sales is a clear, undeniable number. It tells the corporations and the politicians that they fund that the social contract is broken. We're done. It says that people will no longer participate in a system that drains wealth from the many to benefit the few. The threat of it happening again becomes a powerful reason for these companies to stop lobbying against the public interest and maybe even lobbying for it. Well, that'd be cool. That wouldn't be bad. Something to think about. This is how we can begin to save our democracy. We reclaim our power, proving that we are the engine of our economy. A government that doesn't listen to its people is a democracy in name only. When corporations realize that their profits depend on a population that is financially secure, healthy, and educated, their political priorities will have to change. They will be forced to choose between short-term profit hoarding and their long-term survival. This boycott would force that choice out into the open. It's a demand for a seat at the table, a table that we've been locked out of for way too long. Call to action. This isn't a movement that needs any kind of a leader. Doesn't need a single leader. It just needs you. The most powerful thing you can do right now is to spread the idea before the Christmas shopping starts. Share this video. Talk about it with your friends, your family, your coworkers. The power of a boycott like this lies in its scale. And that scale is built one conversation at a time. Beyond that, start practicing with your own wallet. Research the companies that you buy from. Whenever you can, support local businesses that actually invest in your community. Let this Christmas be the start of a new way of thinking about our power as consumers. And if you found this analysis valuable, please like and subscribe for more content that cuts through the bullshit and the noise. Conclusion. This idea, this Christmas shopping boycott of 2025 is so much more than just a protest. It's a radical act of hope. It's a strategy built on the belief that when ordinary people act together, they are anything but ordinary. We've been told so long that we're powerless, that the forces of money and politics are too big to change. This is our chance to prove that assumption wrong. This holiday season, the silence of the cash registers could be the loudest call for change that this country has heard in generations. It's a chance to remind the powerful where real power comes from, not from boardrooms or from Congress, but from the collective will of the people. This is a chance to stop funding our own oppression and start building a democracy that truly works for all of us. Now, I want everybody to remember the current state of affairs. Trump is trying to spark violence in our cities so that he can use the Insurrection Act. We have the Republicans refusing to swear in a Democrat because she will be the 218th vote to release the Epstein files. Trump is threatening us with the military, with the Insurrection Act. Everything we have, eat and buy, everything has a higher price now because of Trump's tariffs. So the trillions of dollars that he's making, he's not making them off the other countries. He is making that money off of us. And one last thing, Christmas is supposed to be about celebrating the birth of Christ. Now, I'm not religious in any way, but I do understand the holiday. And I don't think a big white fat man in a red suit with a white beard giving presents to children has anything to do with the birth of Christ. The Santa Claus we all have today is a copy of Coca-Cola's Santa Claus. It's all so corporate. And not only do we need to use our economic leverage to be treated like people, not animals, there's another part of reclaiming our holiday, or the Christian holidays for the Christians. And I can't wait to see the things that the Christians do to bring back their holiday of peace on earth, goodwill to men, being nice to each other, being kind to each other. It's not about shopping. And I don't know how we ever let it get this far. I really don't even know. Let's take our holiday back. Christmas was always a nice holiday. Back when I was a kid, before it was just devoured by the corporations, it was always the little things that brought that, the memories that I have. It wasn't about the things that I got. It was about our family traditions and showing compassion and love to people around us. So anyway, share this video. Let's rock the world. Let's get our voices back, reclaim our holiday, and show these dumbasses that we are the economy. And they're not going to use our money to oppress us anymore. Thanks for sticking around this long, guys. I really appreciate you. There's more to come. Hang in there.